Space Coconut.
Okay, so hooray, the archives are out in the Rift. With no significant changes to anything that people probably submitted feedback to, but I mean, what were we expecting? Change? Anyway, I still have a tickle in my throat or my chest, so this is kind of difficult, but I want to do one of these. So, the archives. We have a lot of content to go through now. I have the day off, luckily. I had a physical today. You may have not have known this, but I had cancer removed about a year ago. The checkup says I'm fine, so yay, no cancer. Awesome. So, a little something you didn't know about me, but anyway, I have the day off, and I spent the day doing archive challenges. I'm not looking forward to being almost done with the first level because, I mean, all of the Survivor ones I'm going to have a hell of a time doing. But that's what the problem is here. That, well, among many other things, what we're talking about today, the lack of choice. The lack of choice in the archives is really kind of crappy. Being forced to play Survivor in order to progress within a reasonable time frame, you know, I hate being told what to do. And being forced to play the game a certain way bothers me a lot. But with the challenges that we do have, aside from, you know, having them change to each node being for each survivor and each killer, or, I mean, for each node to be either for either survivors or killers, like have two modes. If you do this with survivors, then the node completes. If you do this as a killer, then the node completes, and then everybody can play however they like with the things. But I'm sure they've received that feedback, and they just, you know, it's too late to change anything. Which, you know, whatever. We'll see in regards to the completion times and the challenges between roles. We'll see if they change anything in 2 months, which, man, that sounds like a short period of time. But anyway, the challenges that we have, some of them are okay, some of them are stupid. And the problem with some of these challenges is that they ruin the game for other players. I had a challenge to disturb 25 crows. It's a universal challenge. Everybody has that one. And I used my favorite killer for this task, which was Hillbilly. All I had to do was ignore survivors and walk around in a circle to accomplish this challenge. And before I go on, I should actually add in, the crows suck. It was on Yamaoka Estate, and every single crow that I disturbed was on the outer edge of the map. What the hell are they doing on the side of the map? What is with the placement of these crows? I mean, the Spice from the Shadows is already kind of a bad perk. I mean, they made it worse. It was okay, and then I'm going to use finger quotes, they fixed it in the stupidest way possible. But, well, not the stupidest way possible, but they did more than what was necessary, according to the feedback. But anyway, the Spice sucks. It would be good if A, the perk was better, and B, if there were crows on the map. Not on the outskirts of the map, but maybe in the middle of the map, where survivors would go. Maybe put a survivor on Jen. What do you think about that? Or, you know, near pathways or things like that. Don't put them out in the middle of nowhere. God, fix the crows on top of everything else. Now, did the survivors have fun? I don't know. And in the end, it kind of doesn't matter, which is the problem with this. Their challenges are their challenges suck. And I think a lot of people agree on that. And I don't know what they're going to do about it, if anything. And the problem is that we're probably not going to see any changes until the next one. Any changes and any feedback that went into this archives is probably being applied to the next one. So we're stuck with this. So that means that after I finish with the killer stuff, I am forced to play Survivor. I'm not excited about that, and I don't know if I'm going to. I probably will, because I mean, it'll make for a funny video at the very least. Which is another thing. The challenge before this one was to sacrifice a survivor during the endgame collapse. I did this one once before, and it was a lot of fun. It was really funny. Being able to complete some of these challenges in certain ways is going to be funny. but only if they're designed well, only if they're meant to enhance the regular gameplay experience. Because the thing with that challenge, it's very broad. You have to accomplish one certain thing, but the interesting thing is that you have several ways of accomplishing this. In the first during the PTB, I just messed with a streamer to trick them into finishing the gens and doing all this stuff, and then I took them out after when I closed the hatch. It was funny. Watch that. It was funny. This time, I played with Blood Warden, and no one escapes death, and it worked out just fine. It was funny. I was able to take out a couple of survivors who got caught, and that was that. It's really a shame Blood Warden doesn't last much longer, but that's okay, I guess. But yeah, you have one task in this challenge, and you can accomplish it in different ways. Disturbing 25 crows, there's only one way to disturb a crow. You walk next to it. It's very easy. So, because they had an easy challenge, they decided to up the number. The problem with that, actually, there's two things. The problem with that is you end up going out of your way to disturb crows, because as a killer, if you're in a chase and you're following behind a survivor, the survivor is going to disturb the crow, not you. So you can't be in a chase when you're disturbing a crow as a killer. So that means you can't chase survivors if you want to accomplish the challenge. Within one match at least. If you want to just play a regular match and you're just got the challenge on the side, well, good for you. You're gonna have a hard time completing the archive. But I don't know how it felt for those survivors. But I can't say that I don't believe that they had a good game. The end of it was funny, but it's because nobody cared at that point. And if you're not going to care about the match, why are we playing? It's what are the devs doing to try and encourage people to play? Because they're using shiny stuff to get people to play their game, and when they find out that the shiny thing sucks, they leave. We don't get players who stick around. I mean, it's like they don't care. Anyway, I'm getting back into that. The challenges. Accomplishing these challenges is going to be very difficult, and not everybody's going to be able to do them. We have a reasonable amount of time to try, but once the second level opens up, everybody's going to move on to that if they don't have the first one completed. I don't know. The Archives has a lot of problems, and nobody's calling them out, which blows my mind. You have all these people just super excited that the Archives and the Rift are out, and they don't understand what it actually means for the game. That it's not going to help the game in the long run. And this is just devs being greedy. Then you have the apologists. It's so hard to stay away from that topic, you know that? I really want to focus on the challenges. Hey, look, the challenges suck. And then it just snowballs into why the devs make stupid decisions. Back to the challenges. Then it seems like all of the challenges and all of the numbers are the same. No values changed. So doing the challenges is going to be relatively easy if you focus on the challenge. The problem is that it's not going to make for a very good game in a lot of cases, depending on what the challenge is. If the challenge is poorly designed or poorly thought out, you're going to be running in circles for 10 minutes to accomplish the task, which it's not a good challenge. It's not a challenge. There have already been forum posts about people posting about how the challenges are screwing over their games, people getting farmed, people just not doing gens. Just a whole combination of things, and I guarantee I'm going to be one of those people doing the bare minimum to be able to do the challenge. But yeah, it's the challenges, the archives, all of that stuff. It doesn't really belong. I am coughing a lot, so you guys better like this video. The archives don't fit Dead by Daylight, at least not in their current form. Yes, we should have a progression system. Yes, we should have lore implemented. Yes, we should have challenges. Yes, we should have more things to do outside of a match that can impact a match in a positive way. And that's the important thing. These challenges don't do that. They're very poorly conceived, poorly designed. They just used, other ideas for daily challenges for these. And for as important as the Rift and the Archives is, The challenges should have been better. Some of them are good. The endgame collapse one is good. Catching the survivors with the trapper, that's just a daily. It's the problem with the challenges is that they're poorly designed. They force people to play a certain way, or the player finds ways around it to complete the challenge but not contribute to a fun match for everyone. So, I mean, yay, more things to do, but of course it's behavior. Let me know what you think about all of this stuff. How far have you gotten in the archives? I think I'm 2 steps away from completing it. I've done all of the killer things, and there's all the survivor stuff left. So I have 10 days to get that done? Hooray. But I'm sure you guys will enjoy the survivor gameplay because I'm such a good survivor. But anyway, this is our reality now. And I'm going to call it right now that the exclusives in the Rift, they're going to get worse. Worse as in better. They're going to get better, but not in a good way. At least if, you don't care about the Battle Pass, which, a lot of people don't. Good on you. But I'm going to get back to it. Man, I just wish the challenges were better. And I wish I didn't have to play Survivor to accomplish it. So, I don't know. I was able to get this far because I had the day off, but we'll see how much progress I can make over the next couple of weeks till level 2 opens up. So we'll pay attention to that. I gotta stop talking because I'm coughing a lot more. So I appreciate you guys. I got some funny videos coming up. They're just videos of the challenges, which are going to make it easy to do videos. So we'll just go from there. That Wraith video I talked about, I will be doing that still. I just got to get rid of this cough where I talk and then cough every 2 minutes. So anyway, I'm done. I'm going to get back to the archives. I'm going to finish it out. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the fog.